Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. It's time for another Two for Tuesday. Hey, I want to thank all of those channels that have been participating in this open tag. I really do enjoy watching your videos. I was under the weather last week, didn't get my own Two for Tuesday out, but I'm getting one out this week and I'm on the mend and feeling a lot better. Boy, sometimes those summertime colds can really get you down. So I'm looking forward to getting caught up with everything. I sure appreciate all the support that everybody is giving me. Now, before we get into these two wonderful knives, I gotta just share this with you. Look at this. Brand new stickers from the man himself, Singing Toad. All the way from our neighbor from the Great White North. Toad, thank you so much for your new channel sticker. I just got them today, and what a welcome addition to my sticker collection. I've got the old ones, but it's nice to have the updated one. And he also included this sticker also. That's a maple leaf with all kinds of critters and trees and all kinds of stuff in there. A very unique sticker. So, Singing Toad, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Folks, if you haven't checked out Singing Toad yet, you need to go over to his channel. He's got a lot of wonderful content. He's working on a 500 sub giveaway. I think he's getting awful close. So head on over to Singing Toad, give him a sub. Let's get him pushed over that milestone. Boy, I know he'd really be excited if he could meet that. We all do as we, reach a milestone. It's like, all right, we made it. And then on to the next one. So head on over, give him a sub, give him some encouragement. Tell him to please keep putting out that great content. I watched a video that he got his first case knife, and it happened to be one of the knives that I have in the Ictus series, and he was excited about it. And so I hope you're not doomed, Toad. I hope you're not doomed like me to getting sucked down that case knife collecting hole, as I seem to have gotten lately. But anyway, let's get on to some knives here. So, both of these knives have been on the channel before. And actually, I was thinking a couple weeks ago about these would make a good Two for Tuesday video. But I, changed my mind, did some other videos. However, today I was going through my mail, and I got an email notification from Copper and Clad. And if you're not familiar with them, they have a lot of exclusive buck knives, and they go out and, have buck manufacture some custom knives for them. But lo and behold, I saw both the the 877 Maverick and the 857 El Morro. And it showed them as new in stock. And each one of these knives, they each cost $29.99 on the Copper and Clad website. I did some more searching, and I did not find them available in other online stores, so I don't know if these are exclusive to them. There was no phone number for me to call them on their website. There was an email, but I had to get this video out. So, what they have now, and this is the Maverick. Nope, I'm sorry. This is the Maverick, and this is one that I bought years ago. And I thought they were all discontinued. And this is the El Morro, which is a later version of the Maverick. And I do want to point out there was a slip joint knife named Maverick also, but different model number, but the same name. So don't get this confused with the slip joint knife, folding knife. But I just thought it exciting that these two knives were available again. I think they're very handy knives for $30. They will serve you well. Kind of a light duty, general purpose type of knife. Maybe even an EDC knife. Now, I want to point out something. The sheaths that both of these came in. This is what the sheath looks like. And it's the same sheath for both knives. And we'll go over this because they're basically the same shape, although there's a few differences, but they both fit in the same sheath. And the nice thing about this sheath is it is reversible. You can take the screw out there and put it over here. So it's good for the ambidextrous. There's a couple holes there. You could, I guess, put a string in there or beaded chain and make it a neck knife if you wanted to. A couple little mounting options there. The only thing I caution is on the Copper and Clad website is they show the knives and they don't show the sheath. And all they say for the sheath is a nylon sheath. I'm assuming it's a hardened like GFN type nylon, but I don't know if it's this or if it's just the regular soft nylon sheath. So I guess if you were concerned about that, you'd want to send them an email and just make sure what the sheath look like. If it is this style sheath, it's nothing spectacular, nothing fancy, but they get the job done. So my Buck Maverick here, I bought it in a knife store from a Buck dealer, and it came with the box, and you got these scales or handles, and on mine in my description I had that these were G10. However, this is FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon, or GFN, glass or GRN, glass reinforced. However, so on my model, I think it's a little different than the current model offered on Copper and Clad. I do know on Copper and Clad that the handle is white on the Maverick. It is still made in the USA. It has the same blade length, and it is 3.125 inches. It does have the 420 HC, and I'm assuming that since it's made in the USA that has the Boss heat treat. I'm not quite sure, but that's pretty standard if it's a USA made knife, 420. As you can see, it's a full tang knife. Now again, all I saw was a picture on the website. This looks to be pretty much the same knife, except that the handles are glass reinforced nylon handles, or reinforced nylon handle, and it's white. It gets confusing because both of these that I have here were made in the USA, but there were some versions of it that were made in China and sold in Walmart. And I think one year I remember reading somewhere where they came out with one with a white handle for like Christmas or something, but it was a Chinese made one. But the ones on the Copper and Clad, just like these two, are made in the USA. And the El Morro here, I got this used off of eBay, but it's still in very fine shape, and I've went out and I've used it, and it's a handy little knife to use. Good ergonomics, good purchase on it. Got that jimping there. The basic difference between the two knives is, as you can see on this one, it curves down and squares off here. And I guess some people didn't like the feel of that down there. Doesn't seem to bother me. But they kind of came out and redesigned it and came out with this. And you can see that's kind of rounded in, a little concave action, and not as wide. So maybe it's a little more comfortable. And it does have a place for a lanyard there. And yeah, these are two fantastic little knives. I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention because we often hear about budget knives and they're all made in China. Well, to me, this is a good budget fixed blade knife. It's a buck knife, good 420 HC, made in the USA. So if you're interested, go to Copper and Clad and check them out. And again, email them and ask them, if you're concerned, ask them about to send a picture of the sheath or describe the sheath to you. But these are both handy little knives. You got this nice little guard here. And again, it gives really nice purchase. Nice blade shape there. You can really get up there, get your finger up in there, do some fine work. Pinch up here. It's got I guess it's like a modified drop point. I don't know if it really describes it. What kind of blade do they call it? They don't really say what kind of blade. I guess some sort of a modified drop point. And again, the blades are pretty much identical. Now this one had a stone wash finish on it, and this more of a satin finish. And I don't remember looking at the pictures what kind of finishes they had on the blades. I'm assuming it's probably the same, but if you want to check that out also. But hey, these are two fantastic made in the USA budget knives. And yes, this one is brand new, bought it new. I have not used it. This one I bought used. I have used it, as you can see with the blade. Even though I bought it used, it was sharp. You can see there's a good blade grind there on that one. Looks pretty even. So, I hope you've enjoyed this look. If you're interested, again, go to Copper and Clad. I get no fees, no money, no affiliations or anything from Copper and Clad. I just thought that I'd bring this to your attention. So until next time, everyone, have a very delightful day.